Good morning. Have you ever been to Valencia, Spain? Yeah? Cool. Las Fallas, right. I ask because not only because it's my city, but because the first image I'll show you in a few moments was taken in Valencia. This first slide with the map showing where Valencia is was included in my session in early September, 2 months before a big flood swept through my city, leaving more than 200 dead. Sadly, most of you now know where Valencia is because of this tragedy. So let me keep a few moments of silence in remembrance of those people who lost their lives in my city. All right, so let's go with the session. This picture is from a cinema called Cine Oeste, which means West Cinema. This cinema was named like this after its location near West Avenue. People were waiting in long lines at the ticket booth on both sides to get their tickets. The movie, this movie, called Blue Velvet by David Lynch, was released in 1986 and was rejected by major studios back in the 80s due to its strong sexual and violent content. This cinema was closed in 1989, and I remember that when it was closed, the marquee kept showing the poster for his last film, Twins, starring by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Sadly, the West Cinema no longer exists, and now it's a supermarket. So let's talk about a little bit about the West Cinema tickets. They could be assigned seating or unassigned seating. If it was an assigned seating, they staple a tiny piece of paper to the ticket, where you can read this row 5 in Spanish, and your seat is number 14. They were bare documents. I mean, if you physically had this document, you can enter in the cinema. In other words, it means zero security. So let's move forward. Let's compare that ticket with this ticket from Valencia Comic Fair. Here's where technology comes into play, because you can see that QR. The only thing that you have is a piece of data provided by the organizer. And this piece of data is known by both sides, the organizer and you, who you had the ticket. So anything else is graphic design. The only thing you need is this code. And moreover, as is in a QR, it can be easily scanned, and it allows me to embed any kind of data inside this QR. But it has a drawback, and it's that anyone can use this code. So how can we solve this situation? We can use, it's not the button. This one. We need to use what is called a two-factor authentication. What it means is, for example, when you are entering a plane, the airline boarding passes, you need to meet two of these three conditions: something you have, something you are, or something you know. Something you have, your ticket. Something you are, your face, your finger. And something you know, maybe a regular password. So how cinema tickets are today? Like this. This is a pass. This is a pass from a movie from Woody Allen, Golpe de Suerte in Spanish, Coupe de Chance in France. And we have up there the code, the reservation number, in Spanish is reserva, the date of the session, time, room, number of tickets. We can have 2 tickets in the same pass, and row and seat, and of course the QR. There is a star down, and if we click that star, we can access the back part of the ticket with additional information. So passes has some advantages. You can add additional information, as said. They are really safe, updatable. I can send you a new pass that will replace the old one. You can store all of them in one place, your wallet, the wallet of your iPhone. By the way, this presentation is for passes of the Apple Wallet, but if you have an Android device, hopefully not, you can read this pass using an app. There's some apps, but who uses Android mobile phones? Anyway, so it's a standard. So any pass that you create, we will see later on, can be understood by the application. And it's customizable according to your event. You can include the logo of your company, whatever. So today, I'm going to show you how can you create passes from FileMaker directly to the Apple Wallet. It's a technical session. In fact, a pass is just a JSON file that is signed. So why might we want to create passes from a FileMaker solution? I think it's interesting because we enhance the image of our FileMaker application, and because it's really easy. If you attend an event like this, you can come with your wallet, you show your pass, and you go inside. So a pass, as I mentioned, is a signed JSON file. So first, we have to create this JSON file and then sign it with an app. So we have some requirements. We need to be member of the Apple Developer Program. Once we are members of this program, we can download the sample passes directory from this URL. We need a Mac computer and a file, what I call it Wallet Companion. I did it myself, and I share with you this file to help you in this process of creating these passes. So I'm going to make a demo. I'm going to go step by step explaining you how to create passes from scratch. And I'm going to use the technique we use for our event in Spain. I organized an event called Cold Wave in Valencia, Spain. This event is mostly in Spanish, but we have some sessions in English. And everything is controlled by these passes. By the way, when you click this button to buy tickets, you go to a Claris Studio form. So everything is done using Claris products. This form is connected via Claris Connect with our FileMaker database. So registrations, sponsors, speakers, everything uses Claris Studio, Claris Connect, and FileMaker server. After lunch, I'll participate in a panel with Matt Navarre about Claris Studio, and I will share what I've learned using this technology in a real-world solution like this to control all the people that is attending our event. So let's open FileMaker. Okay. So our goal is to get passes like this. This is one pass when I can see. I don't know if I can zoom it. Oh yeah, cool. This is the logo of our event. This is, well, this is fake people. This is the name, Barbara Jones, confirmation code, the code, the reservation. We have 3 different events: the Congress, the offline event, and the Discord by night. So we will see here 3 different emojis, the dates. Here is the QR code. And if we click the info here, we see more information: the hotel, the map, and the kind of ticket you have. So this is our goal. So let's open the what I call wallet companion. All right. We got in this layout kind of a to-do list with all the things we have to do to get our passes. So we can check step by step once we have complete any of these steps. Okay. My intention is that we can use this file for any event. So I got an event table. Here it is. This is our event, but we have a Taylor Swift concert, the Smith Reunion 2025, whatever. So you can use the same file for all your events. Any of the events has some particular images. Here they are. So you can configure as you want with a picture of your city, your logo, whatever. On the other hand, we've got the people table. Here we have first name, last name. We got this code. In this case, we are using the first 5 digits from the UUID to identify this guy. But you can use whatever you want. This is the information that will be embedded into the QR code. Later on, we will use the iPad to see how we process attendees when they come into the event. We got here a thumbnail of the attendee, that's me. And here we can select the event. We are creating passes for this one, or the other one. We are taking data from the events table. And 3 different tickets for the Congress, for the offline event, and from the disco. So these little emojis will help to easily identify the kind of ticket I have. And finally, when we press this button, the pass will be inserted in this container field. And after that, I can export the pass to my desktop, or I can send by email or whatever. Our last layout is this one, which it has only 1 record, and I will copy and paste all the pieces of information that I need to create my pass. The team identifier, the pass type identifier, and the web service URL. So my intention is that you can easily create passes using this tool, because there are many little steps and it can be confusing if you have never done this before. Here in the home screen, I have some links that we will visit right now to start the process. So, first one, Apple Developer Account. We need to be members of the Apple Developer Programs. This program, we got the link here, is not for free. You pay €99 a year, and you can make a bunch of things. Not only create passes, but you can make a system to access your FileMaker solution using your Apple ID, or you can log in into the Apple Maps to get some data, or many, many things. So, if you want to be a member of this, you need to apply, and this is not a process that you can do in 5 minutes. Are you member of this? So you come to this website, you log in with your Apple ID, and enroll today. Enroll, you have to download this app, and using your account, you click this button of enroll now. You fill this information: individual, organization, no profit, I mean your entity type, organization details. They ask for this DUNS number, which is not your VAT number, it's another number that Apple needs from you, but you can get it for free. And then, obviously, you need to be a company. Your enrollment is being reviewed. And now you wait. You wait for a week or so, and someone from the UK calls you, a girl in my case, and he say, "Hello, Javier, I saw that you applied for this. What are you using your Apple developer program for?" I mean, it takes time. Don't leave it for last minute, okay? Of course, you pay, and in a couple of days, you are ready to be member of the Apple developer program. So that's our first step, and we are done. Next step, we have to download what they call wallet companion files. It's really simple. You need to be member to download these files. Let's download it. And hopefully open downloads, here they are. Wallet companion file. Let's see what's inside. We got this sign pass Xcode Pro. So we need Xcode to create the application that will sign this pass. So later on we will download Xcode. Well, I already have it here. And we also have these sample passes. It's like templates that we can use in our solution. For example, we got this boarding pass. We got this coupon pass in case you want to make some discounts or whatever. Event pass, this is the one that we are using today. Generic pass, like this. And store card pass. Most of them have the same information, but the main information is this QR or barcode or whatever. So now we've got this file, we need to create a pass type ID. To create this pass type ID, we log in our, I don't know if it's open, it is Apple Developer Program, here we are. Okay, here it is. We have to click here in the identifiers, and we click plus, and we select pass types ID, and we click continue. Description, you cannot use special characters. Okay, so let's say, for example, Malmo ID, and we need a name for our identifier. We recommend using a reverse domain name style string, pass.com example. Okay, so let's say, for example, app after data dot Malmo. All right. So now we need to copy this name, identifier, and paste here in our account, pass type identifier. Here we are. Name Malmo, and we need also the team identifier. This team identifier is provided to you by Apple. It's the same team identifier that we can copy here. We copy and we paste. All right. And we have to include what they call a web service URL. Okay. We can include whatever we want. Let's say codewave.es. That's it. And now we can click continue. We register, processing, Hopefully it works. Okay, let's try to create another one. Malmo ID2 pass app after data dot malmo2, and we click continue and register. Processing. Oh, here it is. Now we got the two of them. Okay, let's use the second one. This Malmo ID2. Here it is. And we have to change the name here, Malmo2. Okay. And now we need to create our certificate because we are signing the pass using our computer. So we have to create a certificate. So we click here, create certificate. We need to give a name, Malmo2 certificate. And we need to allow a certificate signing request. Well, which is a CSR file from our Mac. From where can I get this certificate? Okay, we got to open this keychain access. This is an application that used to be in the utilities folder. In Sequoia, they have moved it to another location, but it's inside your Mac. And from here, we go to the File menu, and we go down to the Edit, Keychain Access, Certificate Assistant, request a certificate from a certificate authority. This is really simple. We only need to type an email address, a common name, my name is Javier, and save this file to my download folder. Certificate, sign-in request, on the desktop, we click save, and we are done. So now we got the file that Apple is requiring. So we click choose file, we go to the desktop, certificate sign-in request, we click continue processing, and we now have our certificate. We click download, and we got it. We will see it, downloads, open downloads. Here it is, the pass certificate. Okay, so let's go back to FileMaker. So we can click in our home, request a certificate, create and download, and now we have to import the certificate to our keychains. All right, we came here, and we double click the pass cert, and hopefully it's in the system. Maybe I need to use my password. Oh, here it is. Oh, here we go. So, at the top? At the top?
Got a number, a UUID. The one at the top.
This one?
Yeah.
No, I think it's not. System root, system.
I can go by date modified.
Date modify, 9th of October, today. No, it's not here. It should be, let me open again the key change. Name, school, pass certificate. Let's use the password. System roots. No, let's do it like this.
But you're in the passwords. Shouldn't you move on to
Oh, my certificates. Yeah, sure. Items. This is the one I just create. Oh, they're created 19 de noviembre. Certificates. Downloads. Open downloads.
No, that's the one.
System. Old items. Look here. Apple Worldwide Relationship. No, it's not this one. Let me delete this one. This password. It's not this one. Oh, here it is, Malmo 2. But you see that here, let me remove this whole one, delete this one, delete. If we click into our pass type ID, we see that up at the top it says that this certificate is not trust. So maybe we can have this temptation of coming here, click trust, and change everything here to always trust. Don't do that, because if not, you cannot create these passes. The solution for this is to download another certificate here. Import your certificate, download. You have to download a certificate from the Worldwide Developer Relations. Let's go to the links. We click Wallet Certificate Authority. Here it is. And from this site, we have to choose one of these. This is not documented. I spent a lot of time trying to know which one of these should I download. But the solution, once you know, is really simple. If you click here, you see that organizational unit is G4. So you have to download the G4 certificate, which is here. You click, and now let's go to the download here, open downloads, Apple. We double click, and now our certificate is valid, so we can continue. So make sure that you download this certificate, because if not, it won't work at all. Now we have to download Xcode. Probably you know that what this app is for, and we got to run. Where is it? Xcode should be here, and we have to run one of the files that we downloaded 15 minutes ago, and it's here. Okay. We got our Xcode open, and we open this sign pass Xcode. Trust and open, and here we are. Don't be scared, because the only thing we have to do with Xcode is to click this play button. That's it. We click the button, we run the project, and when it's finished, we go to show build folder in Finder, and this is the only thing we need. This app, SignPass, is the app that we will use to sign our passes. So let's copy this file, copy, and let's paste this file in our documents folder. I'm using the documents folder for this presentation, but you can use any folder that you want. All right, we got our SignPass. We don't need Xcode anymore. Copy SignPass. All right, now we have to copy the event pass and the event PK pass to our documents folder. So let's go back to our downloads folder, open downloads, wallet companion files, and these two folders. We copy documents folder and paste. What we have here is more or less this sample, and inside the folder we got the images we will use in our pass. Background PNG, background 2x PNG, icon, logo, etc. So if you remember, in our FileMaker solution, if we go to the events layout, here in images, we have container fields to include the images we want to include in our pass. So it's easy because you don't need to go to this folder anymore, just do these things in the FileMaker file. And here's the critical part. We can open this with Sublime, and this is kind of the template of the pass. So what we are going to do is to replace in this JSON the information that comes with the template by another information that comes from the FileMaker file. We got the pass type identifier. This is an example. We got the serial number. We have the team identifier. Do you remember that we copy our team identifier and the pass type identifier from the Apple developer program? This is the web service URL, authentication token, blah, 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 locations. And here's the information that will be included in our barcode. In this example is from 1 to 9. And we can also choose what kind of barcode are we using. We can use QRs, barcodes. You can check the documentation to see what you should include here. I am using the QR, message encoding, and more additional information. This is the primary fields, key, label, and value, and some secondary fields. So, you know, it's JSON, so it's really easy to edit. And what I've done is I copy this JSON here. Let's zoom it a little bit. And I'm using this kind of placeholder using $pass type identifier, $serial number, $team identifier, $web service URL. And all these pieces of information that are in blue, we are substituting, we will substitute them for real values. The information that is here in blue. We can add some secondary fields to our JSON like this, the confirmation code, dates, ticket. So these secondary fields will be in the back of the pass. All right, so now I think we are ready to finally create our pass, copy event pass, edit the event data to your Licken, and now we can run and create the pass. We don't need this. This is our wallet companion files, blah, blah, blah. We can close these things. We can exit Xcode. All right. So now let's go here to people, and I click the plus button. What I'm doing now, I will show you the script later on, is to run a script that opens terminal, and we are using Apple script to sign, to launch the sign pass application to sign the pass. So we click here. You can see terminal for a moment, and the pass is here. First time you create this pass, probably you need to gain access to use terminal from FileMaker. So now, oh, here it is. Sign pass wants to sign using key Javier in your key change. You type your password, always allow. Inserting, terminate, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if now it works without any interruptions. Okay. And here is our pass. Now we can export it to our desktop. We do like this, double click, and here is our pass. Yeah, you can clap your hands. So this pass is not a JSON file anymore. If you try to open this with, let's open with Sublime for a moment, really quickly. It's kind of encrypted. So the JSON file is signed, and you cannot edit. All right, so now that you know how to do this boarding process, let's see what's going on from the FileMaker point of view. Let's go to this script, and it's just a script. All right, as we need a Mac, we check if we are in a Mac, of course. Using the function getSystemPlatform, if you are on a Mac, we show a custom dialog. We empty a couple of fields. I'll show you later on what for. And I am creating some variables that I will use later for make this substitution. So I create a relationship between the people and the account table. Let's go to here. It's a Cartesian relationship like this because we need the information from my account, and this is only one record. So using this Cartesian relationship, I can easily get the team identifier, the pass type identifier, and the web server URL. Maybe you can use execute SQL or whatever, but you need to get that information. Then I make some validations that I have select an event. I get the name of the event because I got a global field in the people here. So I'm using this field to make a relationship with our event table, which is here selected. Then I can get the information from my event. This JSON, I'm gonna use the script to get this data. So I got the event name. I check, of course, that I got all the information I need, team identifier, blah, 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 blah. And now we are going to create the pass. I need the name of the attendee. I need the serial number for my pass. You cannot have two different passes using the same ID. So what I'm doing here is adding a random number at the right of the UUID of the attendee. So then I get a unique ID, even if I run the script using the same attendee, okay? So this is the information I'm gonna include in my pass, the URL, and I load the pass confirmation code, same information. I get some emojis, and finally the information that will be displayed. You can change these variables to make any content available for the pass. So now we got the pass template from the event. We got, here is where we make all that substitution. We are making this substitution for this literal value, which is in quotes, for the real value of the variable, which is here. And it's really easy because it's the same word, the same name. We are just moving those placeholders and put the right values there. So I set field with the final JSON information in this field. Now I will prepare name and path of the file to be saved. What I'm doing now is I'm creating some variables with some paths for those files that I move in my documents folder. The event path, the event pkcast, And I'm using this temporary folder to rename the path later. So I got all these variables with the location where I will export the pictures. And finally, I export these pictures from the event. Finally, if I have the picture from the attendee, I export the image, which is here, and I'm ready to sign the path. This is the most interesting part of the script because I using an Apple script as simple as this. You can copy and paste and it will do the whole process. I run the Apple script. I make a little pause for 3 seconds because sometimes if you make this process really, really fast, FileMaker is faster than Terminal and you can get some issues. So a small pause and then I go to the field and I insert this file. Then I want to rename this file because I want the path to be named in a particular manner, because if not, all the passes will have the same name. So I go to this field, container field, I export the contents to a temporary path, and I change the name and I insert this file again. So finally, I close terminal. That's it. It may be a little confusing first time you do it, but you got all the tools to do this. So now we send this pass to our attendees by email or whatever, and now it's time to register all the attendees. When you go to an event, normally 10 minutes before the event, there are many people coming in, trying to get into the room, so you have to be really, really fast using this. So now, if I can connect this iPad here, I will show you how can we use our iPad to register for the event. So we open QuickTime, File, New Movie Recording. Okay. Let's see if it works. QuickTime Player, File, New Movie Recording. Remind me later. iPad 3. Okay. So this is the same app I'm running locally here. You don't need to be connected to the internet. So here I got the information of all the attendees. So I can leave, I don't know, this one or whoever. I can leave this iPad here, and when I click this button in the middle, sorry, like this, it's confusing, it's confusing. I can open the pass here, double click, I scan this, and look at what's happening. Coming Javier. The solution has my name, it has identified that I'm Javier, and I can continue to scan. So I click continue to scan. As I have some passes already here, let's open this one. So let's scan this one here. All right, coming Beatrix. Continue to scan. And what happens if I try to scan again the same pass? Whoops, this person has already come in. Okay. Oh, sorry, yeah, here we are. So if we're trying to scan this again, this person has already come in. I got this mark, so I can say, okay, you can enter again, and we can click close. So in this list, I can check how many people is here. queue here, 28 not here. This solution is really simple. Let's go back to FileMaker. You got all these presentations, people iPad, we got people list, people detail list, and the script that read the pass is really simple because I'm using the insert from device script step using the back camera of the iPad, and I get the QR code and I make a search, enter file mode, set field, perform a find, so it's easy to understand. So with this, you can control who is in, who is out, and obviously you are giving a really good image of your company or of your event using these passes. So, conclusion. I hope that if you ever invite me to an event, you won't send me a PDF, but a pass for my wallet. And that's for you. So thank you. This is URL from you can download this file. You can download whole information from here. It's included also in the essential materials that Johan have shared with you. But if you really want to get it right now, you can use this link. And now I open to questions that you can have. Do you think it's really difficult? Tricky? No, of course. The tricky part is to sign the pass. Yeah, I think you can do something using Python or something like this, but I think it's much more difficult if you are not familiar with Python, of course. But I found that this is the easiest way. Yeah.
There is an open source Django app, so if you wanted to set up a server for a web service, you can do the signing via like an API call.
And then you send the file, and it's signed.
Information, you send the JSON to Django app as a service, and then it'll come back to you with the pass.
And it's valid for an Apple, like.
Yeah. So the service that you would set up to do that would be specifically for yourself. It wouldn't be for anybody, because the certificate and everything that you have to sign the pass would be in the Django app.
And do you need to be member of the Apple Developer Program or not? Yeah, you need it as well.
Yeah, that still applies.
Yeah.
When I get my boarding passes for my plane ticket, they somehow have a procedure to update that pass over the air, like if the gate changes or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you do that too?
Yeah. You can generate a brand new pass and send it to the user.
Okay.
Because it has a different, let's say, UUID, a different identifier. That's why I create.
How does it then substitute it? If the identifier is different, how does it know which pass to substitute?
I don't know. I know that they are different, but who is the right one? I don't know. Maybe they are embedding other information in the confirmation code, or.
There is an updating passes function. If you look at the documentation on Apple's website for the passes, there is an update pass function. That's what you're referring to.
Cool.
Google does it nice and easy as well. Google does it nice and easy as well.
Yeah. You can create Google passes, by the way, doing the same type of thing in FileMaker as well.
Yeah, my intention is to do this from FileMaker, as we are FileMaker developers, and we used to do things in the easy way. In a
So
l-
you would still be using FileMaker because you would be creating the passes using the web service, and all the information at the event would all be still in FileMaker. You'd still be storing all the codes and everything for each individual pass in FileMaker.
uh,
You'd be using the web service just to, the only thing the web service is doing is just generating the pass. That's all it's doing.
how do you send this query? Via insert from URL?
Yep. You're using it just like an API call.
Cool. Any other questions?
Did you look at the, I don't remember what they're called, maybe dynamic QR codes, the ones that change like every minute to make sure they're more secure?
To make different passes every...
Yeah, I think it's an option that the QR code will just, like the two-factor authentication code updates every 20 seconds or every minute.
Oh,
There are codes that do that. Have you looked at that?
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of documentation in the Apple. I mean, you can download not only the templates, but some additional information with more details of all the things that you can do with these passes. Okay, so thank you for coming.